Hey guys, Mark here. Welcome to my ESky HoneyBee Fixed Pitch version 2 10-minute build plus rant. What this is the other day when I took my tail motor and tail boom off to show you how to replace that, before I soldered my tail motor back on, I got wondering whether or not it'd be possible to build this version in 10 minutes. Now some people may remember when I first started like 2 years ago, I made a video of me assembling the first HoneyBee fixed pitch in 10 minutes. Now that was back when I first started making videos, and I really, I was using a webcam. It sucked, but it worked. It did the purpose. Just showed you that these things are incredibly simple and easy to build. And so this video, I just was going to show you how to, that I could still build it in 10 minutes. And I intended on talking while I was building, but this required my full attention. So what I decided to do was try doing like this little voiceover thing where I got this cheesy little microphone and I'm just talking while I'm watching the video and just talking to you. So that's what this little rant is about, because, well, it's kind of boring just to sit there and watch me assemble it. I want to say thank you to everybody that supports my videos, my website, my forum. I just want, thank you so much. I'm just so busy sometimes I don't get chances to send out personal emails to people thanking them. So that's why I'm thanking everybody now. Everybody that wants to thank me should be thanking the people that support, this stuff, because that's enabled me to keep doing what I like doing, which is making videos, little instructional videos for you guys, just to help learning a little bit easier to fly. Because everybody knows once you get into this is hard when you first get started. It's a really hard hobby. So I've always wanted to make it a little bit easier, a little less intimidating, because it's a lot of fun once you figure out how to fly. And anybody that can fly will tell you that. So, but the HoneyBee, this is my favorite helicopter. This is, I think everybody should learn on this one. That's why I always, I have so many videos about the HoneyBee, and I'm always talking about it, because this thing is great. It does everything a 6-channel helicopter will do except fly upside down. It's awesome. It's, my flying tank. It takes a ton of abuse. Does take a little skill to fly. It's kind of like driving a car on ice. You can do it, and the more you drive on ice, the better you get. And that's the same way with the HoneyBee. It's not very precise, so you got to kind of work with that. But there's a ton of mods that you can do for the HoneyBee. It's like one of the most moddable helicopters out there. There's so many mods based on the HoneyBee, more than any other helicopter, and I'm almost positive of that. Companies have started to make their whole company and built it up solely off of HoneyBee upgrades. And the thing with the HoneyBee, it's not that it's that bad of a helicopter that it needs a ton of upgrades. It's just the people that buy them and start modding them. If you love to tinker, this is the helicopter for you, because there's so many different things you can do to this. It's a tinker's, dream helicopter. Ask any of the guys on the RC Groups forum that have the the Guru Z FPs. This thing's insane. So they're just really cool. I love mine. I know how to fly. I have big collective pitch helicopters, as some know, but I still love my HoneyBee. It's always ready to go, and anytime I break it, it only takes a couple minutes to get it ready to fly. When I crash my collective pitch helicopters, oh man, I hate it. I hate having to go through. I don't mind repairing my helicopters, but I can't stand having to set up the collective pitch helicopters when I crash. It's just, it sucks. There's no way around it. That's why I like my HoneyBee, because it's just ridiculously simple. And that's what, the video proves. Now, right here you see me inserting the tail boom wires. This is only possible because I made the little gouge. I slotted my tail boom right like that. With the stock design, you can't do that, which makes this so much harder. I don't know, it's stupid design. I don't know what ESky was thinking, about ESky, about the eSmart, okay? So, ESky was telling me they would definitely be bringing back the eSmart. Now, why did I believe them? Well, I didn't buy my HoneyBee here. and I didn't buy my ESky 900. So, considering that, and I didn't get them from ESky. Now, and people, because a lot of people think that I got my HoneyBee and my 900 from ESky. If you notice, any video I had that I made for ESky says that I made it for ESky. You know, that's like against the rules to make a video about a product and not say where you got it from. Unless you're really kind of not supposed to. But ESky, you know, they burned me on that program because they, you know, they were like, oh, we're definitely doing it. Then they just never did it, you know. It's like, what the fuck is your problem? Sorry about swearing, but, you know, so I've just really lost a lot of respect for that company. I thought they were really working to change their image, and apparently not. So the only two helicopters from ESky I'll ever fly are my HoneyBee and also the Belt CP. I've got Belt CP with my scale fuselage on it. It's really cool. But music in the background, this is Pink Floyd. I forget the name of the song, but it's a cool song. Well, I'm just ranting, but yeah, so like I said, the ESky, they've screwed everybody on the eSmart. You know, I appreciate everybody's support on that, and I'm sorry for not, you know, mentioning why I dropped all my support and videos for that. And that was because, you know, like I said, ESky basically lied to me and everybody else, you know, made me look like an ass. I was kind of pissed off. So Hobby King, though, has a new big giant HK 600. It's a clone of the T-Rex 600. And I think this is an important helicopter for people that want to get into the big size class, but aren't necessarily going to do 3D and can't afford a real T-Rex 600. The kit's supposed to be $150. I intend on getting one when it comes out, and I'll make videos about it. But I think it's going to be important for anybody who wants to get into the big giant size class. If you're looking to do aerial photography, aerial videography, this would be great for you because it'll be a cheap platform to build off of. Or if you have no intention of doing 3D, this will be good for you. It'll be a 3D capable helicopter. It's just, you know, it's going to be a clone. The quality's not going to be quite as nice. So you got to kind of expect that. But also, if you intend on doing a scale helicopter build, you know, it's a great platform to build off of. So that's why I think it's going to be important. So that's what I'm really hoping for. And because that's releasing, that means that there's no reason for ESky to release the eSmart again. The whole point of the eSmart was it was one of the best values for that size class, but the you know, the HK 600 completely blows it away. So I can't recommend that anybody, you know, even if the eSmart released as a ready to fly kit, I would still recommend people build an HK over the ESky eSmart. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my eSmart. My eSmart is so smooth, it'll just hover all by itself. It's awesome. I love it. I can't say enough good things about it. Which makes me more frustrated that, you know, ESky blew me off and blew everybody else off about it. So, here you can see my nice white Super Blades XP from Super Skids. I love these blades, and I've you know, done a little crash testing, or I'm sorry, component testing, and they hold up good in crashes. So haven't broke them yet. They've survived a couple incursions with the ground. Gravity bit back. But I'm coming to the end of my video here. I'm running out of time. You can see time's clicking down. I was just barely able to finish this. There's a couple things I didn't do. I didn't tighten down the bolts for the skid pipes. I didn't put the motor, heatsink motor on. Obviously, I didn't solder on the tail motor. Didn't install the servos or the 4-in-1. And I also don't tighten down the flybar paddles. But for the most part, the helicopter's built, you know, kit's ready to fly, well, ready to install the electronics, I should say. You know, another 10 minutes, I would have had it completely built, set up, and flying. So, you know, figure 20 minutes to build the entire helicopter. I can only set up my collective pitch head in 10 minutes, you know, on the helicopter. You know, it's just night and day difference in simplicity. So, and that's the end of my rant. I hope you enjoyed the build. Look for my other videos.